You had guys like that.
Well, no,
I was at exam, man.
Yeah,
Baby food fam. Baby food fam.
There's this guy named Anuj in math, and he's from Mississauga. Or, no, Brampton. No, he was from Brampton. Brompton. I'm from Brompton, man. And he said this one thing after a test, or like, he's like, it was something like, I got scissored, man. Or like, fucking, like, or some shit like that. It's like, I don't think he said exactly that, but it's like, it was something along the lines of that, and I fucking lost it. Because it was right when you came back and you started saying, it was in January, like, all this shit, like, baby food, mandem, like, all that, and I fucking lost it.
Yeah.
Like, and I said to him one time as a joke, like, he didn't know I was doing the bit, like, I always slid in, like, oh, like, was that baby food? He's like, yeah, it's fucking baby food, man.
Or still, right?
Yeah, he always say, he's a still.
Yeah. I got a good story.
Man.
St. Patrick's Day in Waterloo. Always a hot
huge event.
Always.
Massive.
Ezra Street, you got 20,000 people packed on one street. It's just the craziest thing in the world. Of course, it's the classic Ezra Street send, right? And, we end up going to this party at one of our buddies' friends' houses. And there's this group of guys that are there. And there's this one guy there who, he's possibly from Brampton. He's a white guy.
From Brompton,
right? And you go introduce yourself and you say, oh, hey, what's your name? I'm DJ, nice to meet you. And he goes, yo, what's good, fam? Name's AC Still.
And AC Still?
And he goes, AC Still, right? And I'm starting to wonder myself, like, is his name AC? And it's like, yo, AC Still. Like, my name is continuing to be AC Still.
Short for air conditioner?
Or is his name AC Still? Is that his last name?
Yeah.
Like, name's AC Still, man. Like, what's good,
Mr. Still? You got some...
Mr. Yeah, you should call him... You should be...
Hey, Mr. Still.
Mr. Still.
Mr. Still, right?
Mr. Still.
So you're super confused. But anyways, so we start hanging out with this guy, and he's got a couple buddies over at this party, and everyone's having a good time, and then suddenly the bathroom gets flooded. And I'm skipping ahead because there's not... I don't want to bore everyone with this story, but the bathroom gets flooded. People walk into the bathroom and there's a Jameson bottle jammed in the toilet, okay? And somebody flushed it, okay? And
well, I mean, what else do you do with your empty Jameson bottle?
It's Ezra Street.
It's Ezra Street, like, I can't find a garbage. Usually there's a garbage can beside any toilet in the bathroom.
I just think it's a really funny story if he's like, I'm AC Still, and then all of a sudden someone screams, the toilet's clogged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Name's AC Still. Holy shit!
Holy fuck,
what's happening?
The toilet.
Yeah. No, I remember one of AC Still's friends was getting really pissed, right? Like, and this is sort of like, foreshadowing maybe the toilet being clogged by this Jameson bottle because everybody thought it was him. But
this guy that was pissed,
right? Yeah. So everyone walks in, or people walk into the bathroom, and oh my god, who jammed a Jameson bottle into the toilet? And this guy, who is one of AC Still's buddies, is super pissed off, and was super pissed off for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
And he ended up leaving. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then we're like, okay, man, like, I think it was your buddy who did that, like that guy who was getting really pissed off, and it must have been him, right? And he goes, no, man, I show up with 5 mandem steady for time. There's no way they're getting that pissed, right? And you're just, AC Still talks like that, so you're not really sure what he's saying, but he's sticking up for his boy, right? Like, he's like, no, man, I show up with 5 mandem steady.
5 mandem
Trust me,
steady.
it wasn't.
Trust me, it's baby food, man.
Trust me, it is baby food. I show up with 5 mandem, and they're all steady. And I'm just sitting there like, AC Still, like, can you speak normally so we can understand who clogged the fucking toilet?
We're not speaking the same language right now.
Right, that was the thing. Like, you're sitting there, and AC Still's trying to stick up for his friend. and it was just
Mr.
like...
Mr. Still is sticking up for his buddy.
Mr. Still is trying to advocate for his friend who is really pissed off for no apparent reason at this St. Patrick's Day party. I don't know what his problem was. And by the way, I didn't say this earlier, but he was drinking Jameson. So it's like, who else was it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it had to have been his friend.
He just needed to let them steam off and throw a empty Jameson bottle in a toilet and try and flush it.
Right. And vandalize someone else's apartment. Just because. That's just something, an AC Still sticking
That's
up
what
for
Mr. Still does.
Well, that's what Mr. Still's Mandem.
Mandem.
It's Mandem, dude.
Well, when you get high off baby food, it's fucking tough.
Right, exactly right.
Some mushy peas.
Mushy peas, mushy carrots, mushy guinea,
And mushy squash.
and mushy Dave. Oh,
Mushy
yuck.
Dave.
Mushy
A
Dave in the
mushy
can.
Dave.
Yeah, so, anyways, we're all convinced that it was AC Still's buddy, and people were getting pissed, like, I'm gonna fight your friend, I'm gonna fight you, and I'm just kind of sitting there, like, what the hell's Mandem mean? Right?
You're like you're like an hour behind this guy, still trying to figure out what he said.
Like, I'm trying to figure out, is his name air conditioning?
You're pulling out the Brampton to English dictionary.
He introduced himself to me 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah, and I'm flipping through the Brampton to English dictionary.
You know that meme where it's just like the question marks and shit going on? Like, you're just like fucking sitting there like going like that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh my
Like,
God.
what the hell is he talking
Flipping
about?
through the Brampton to English dictionary. That's good.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
anyways, I think, fast forward, whatever, an hour or so, and I think, like, finally AC, or even his buddy...
Mr. Still.
Yeah, Mr. Still, or his buddy came back and admitted, like, oh yeah, like, that was me, and it sort of, like, ended in an anticlimactic way.
Yeah.
But...
that was still AC.
Yeah, it was still AC. Everyone, like, left, and it was like, okay, get the fuck out of here, AC. He's like, yo, man, like,
Oh,
it's good,
man,
though,
man.
right? We're still bros, man. I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
Well, we can blame Drake for all that talk.
Yeah.
Because I think it's Drake that they all started to talk like that when Drake became,
Became the Drake.
Became Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
They're all
Toronto
obsessed with
Ting.
like chips and dip
Yeah.
and stuff now.
Ting
It's
and-
like super weird.
Mandem and yeah, I think it started with Drake.
Yeah, no. So it ended up, I think we figured out it was AC Still's buddy or Mr. Still's friend.
Yeah,
but-
like Drake.
Mr. Still.
Like Drake never talked like that, like on YTV, like on Drake and Josh. So
No, that was the
yeah,
thing.
like I don't know what got into him
Yeah.
when
Drake and Josh.
he,
Drake.
Josh Peck?
Yeah, and Josh Peck, yeah.
Yeah. Love Josh. Josh Peck actually tore his pec.